Hey, and welcome back. This is Jeremy, and this is going to be the second exercise, little mini program that we're going to write. And this one's going to involve a little bit of math. So, we're going to do miles per gallon. So, basically, what this is going to do is going to calculate. You put in how many miles you've driven and how many gallons of gas you use, and it'll give you your miles per gallon. So, I'm just going to call this, actually, I'm going to give it a good name here. I'm going to call miles per gallon. The project name, and then in the miles per gallon folder we're going to create a class, and I'm just going to call this miles per gallon, just abbreviated format. So finish, and like always, class header. And I forgot to comment my other one. I was just rewatching that. I was like, oh, I'm saying how I like to do this, and yet I forgot to do it myself. So I'm going to make sure I do it this time around. Also, it's also good to comment your variables as well. So this is our main method. Oh gosh, main method. Here we go. Why did I do that? That's weird. Okay, odd. So, okay. So basically, we're going to need two variables. We need something for miles driven and something for gallons used. So what variable could we use to, what variable type could we use? Well, I'm thinking, and so some of you might already guessed it, I'm going to use a double, because this will allow me to have the decimal point aspect to it. So I'm going to call this miles. Well, actually, to be good, I mean, we should probably call it miles driven, because that's really what we're doing. So we could say, variable for miles driven. Then we're going to need another double for gallons used. And again, you could even type in here variable for gallons used. Now there's actually a trick, like I don't have to declare both doubles here. I could just call the one double, since they're both the same type, delete that, get rid of this semicolon, and put a comma there. And now both of these are being both declared as a double type. But not to confuse you, I'm going to put it back the way it was. And then we might do something like that in the future where we have a lot of the same variable types and just kind of group them together. Okay, so we have this. So what do we need now? Again, just like our last program, we're going to need something that we need to get the user's information. So to do that, we need, what is it? Import java.util.scanner, which again allows us to get input from the keyboard or from the user. Well, I guess it would be keyboard. So we then, now we have to make a keyboard. So scanner, because it's a banner, that's weird. Scanner keyboard equals new keyboard. Why am I doing that? Why did I do keyboard twice? I don't know. I apologize. I really apologize. Mine's going a mile a minute here. Okay, so now we have a variable keyboard, or KB I should say. Okay, so we have this. So let's think about the problem. We got to figure out miles per gallon. Okay, so we got miles driven and gallons. There's something else that we need. So we need another variable. I'm going to use double, and I'm going to say miles per gallon. And I'm going to be a little lazy on this one, but I'm going to give it a decent comment, I guess. A variable for miles per gallon. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we're going to get some information from the user with the system.println statement and ask them how many miles did you drive? Okay, and then this is going to be for the miles driven. Dots, what is it next? Apologize about that. Next, line. What is that next line? It's next double. Good thing I got that error right off the bat. So system.out.print line. This is, I'm just going to get this one set up. So gallons. Okay, guys, because I got a gallon used. I don't like that. It should be gallons. Equals kb dot next double. Cool. So we have all this. Now we got to ask our question. So how many gallons did you use? Okay. So now that we have all this, so now we can actually use our miles per gallon variable to do some of our math. So once we get all the information, we're going to say miles driven divided by gallons used. So that should be good right there. And then let's do a quick test. Instead of typing out everything, let's just do a system.out and print out the miles per gallon variable just to see, make sure everything is working correctly. It's always good to code a little bit, test a little bit, code a little bit, test a little bit. So we're going to save this and we're going to run it. How many miles did I drive? Alright, let's say I did 500 miles. How many gallons did I use? Say 10. So it should be what, 50 miles per gallon maybe? There you go. So our variables work. Is just taking in the input, the math's working out fine. So there we go. So we could say something really simple like let's see, your average miles per gallon is, and that should be fine right there. So let's try it again. Let's use different numbers. Let's say 250. And we use 100 gallons. That would be the worst miles per gallon, but it was what, 2.5 miles per gallon? Yeah, 2.5 miles per gallon. Whew. I think I'd trade that car and get something new. So there you go. Another quick, easy, another 25 lines of code, and we have ourselves another miles per gallon calculator, basically. Not too bad. Under 10 minutes. So, like always, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer what I can, when I can. Make sure you hit subscribe, like the button. Until then, I'll see you guys later.